Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 10 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finish up the sidewalk, and also we created the backyard with adding the swimming pool. Now we're gonna continue working on this. So what I want to do is to add in our stairs here, or our steps, and then here as well. But here on the outside, I want to add in the deck. So what I'm gonna do is add a model in place, generic model, and then here I want to add an extrusion. So instead of water, I want a wood material. So let's select this one right here, apply, OK, and then we add this one right here. So I want to have at least a bigger one right here. But I'm going to have it until here. So trim, and then we were gonna put 150. I know it's we could do 200 instead. Finish there, and then we have something that looks like that. And then we're going to add maybe a 2-step right here. So go to ground again. We could do this actually 150 first, because 200 is too much, and then create another extrusion, but we're gonna set it at the top here, not on the ground floor. And then we're going to have the step like this, around 400. Make it twice this one, so I'm gonna do 800. So steps first, maybe 150. Okay, and then we're gonna have 100 afterwards at the top of that. So what we're gonna do is create again extrusion, set, pick a plane, and then set it on top of here. And then we're going to put something like this, and then 100. Click finish, and as you can see, that looks really nice there. If we check realistic, when you see that the deck is like that right here, so we could add in some pull chairs here and those kind of stuff. So it will be, we could add in the barbecue here, so it will look nice. So let's leave that one for now. And then after this, what I want to finish is on this part now. So we're gonna go to ground again, and actually for this one, what we can do is we could go to a section. So I'm gonna create a section so it's easier for us to create. So I'm gonna push it all the way here, and then press escape, double click here. So now the purpose of that is to set it over here. So we're gonna do a model in place again, generic model. We're gonna make it simple, so don't worry. An extrusion, pick a plane, and then we're gonna select this wall right here. After that, we're gonna select here the rectangle, and then we're gonna choose a concrete material right there, and then we're going to create our stairs, and then we could design it depending on how we want. We can make it 3 steps or 2 steps, so depending on what we want, we could put 150 again, and then this one, move this one here, so 150 as well. So similar to that, and then similar to the backyard steps, we can even pull this one a little bit down so that everything looks nice, and then pull this one back, finish, and then go to 3D, and then we could obviously just push this one right here, and then as you can see, that looks good. And then we could have our car park here, and everything else. So I'm happy with that. Before we do finish, we could copy this CO, and then rotate this RO, and then we could just move this one to this location so that we don't need to recreate what we did. So it's up to you to decide if you want to move it all the way there. Then actually that's good enough for me there. Click finish, and we have something that looks like that. So that's our entrance right there. Another thing that I want to edit is, let's go to our section, south elevation. We can delete this now. And what I want to do is to add some stripes here. I'm gonna use this one, edit in place. So gypsum wallboard number 2, because I believe this one I'm going to just do white, and then do an extrusion, set, pick a plane. I'm going to select it on this wall, and then gypsum wallboard number 2. So that's good right there. And I want is to add the stripes that I was talking about, and then here I want it to be consistent with 200, and then after this I'm going to copy this and then grab it from here, copy it again, CO, and then make sure multiple is checked so that we don't need to do it again. And then something like this is good enough for me. Go to 3D, and then here we're just gonna push it just a little bit. I'm gonna put 300. I think that's good enough for the extrusion. Or we could just align it onto this. So AL. Let's see if good enough. It's fine, but it's too much, I think. So I think different elevation and different extrusion will give this one a nice view. So I'm happy with that. So for me, that's perfect enough. So I won't do anything anymore. We'll although this extrusion I want to do something else, but that's something that we could do later on. Here what I want to do is I want to capture some sunlight, so I want to have a window that has those louvers. So I'm gonna make the louvers for this one to be I think a wooden louvers. So go to level 2, and then we're gonna make something. I believe this one will be good enough. So I'm gonna do a model in place, generic model, and then I'm gonna do an extrusion. I'm gonna set it, pick a plane, and then I'm gonna use this anything wall here or flooring. So it's not letting me, so I'm gonna do a 3D. So I'm gonna use it here. Okay, so this one is already set. Pick a plane. And then we're going to make this one wood material. And then I want to attach it to something here. So before that, I want I think 50 is good enough. 50 angle. So I'm gonna copy that part. CO. I'm gonna make it thin, not too much. So it's probably maybe 38, or make it 30 from this side. And then I'm going to extend this one, so when I trim and extend, it goes right there. So click on finish. I want to see it. I'm going to align it at the top, so AL. There we go. And then I'm gonna put in multiple. So I want to go to level 2, select this one, and then copy. I want to space it. I think 100 is too small, so maybe every 300. We can use array for this as well, but I just want to feel how this one looks. Maybe the last part is too much, so I'm gonna delete it. So in this situation, this louvers can be turned around depending, but we're just showing it like this for now. It looks like there is a fin, like a shark fin, or like a vent looking. So I think that looks really good. To be honest, I want to showcase it more. Like I want to edit the way this one looks. So So instead of maybe 50, I want to angle it a little bit better. Maybe like this, and then copy 40, and then yeah, I want to do it this way so that it's still visible. So I want to start from here. And then let's see. Yeah, so this one looks good. It's not too much. And then let's copy this. Let's try and use array. So looks like it's not it's grayed out, but usually you can. I'm gonna edit this one, so I'm gonna do it manually. There we go. So 300 is set, so we just need to copy. I think that's perfect. And then if you see, that looks really good, much better. And then if we have this view, you can see that, and then I have this view as well. So looks like a fin, but it looks better, especially that we have 3 stripes here as well, so the design works well. So I'm happy with the way that looks. So now let's add in some components. For example, let's add in the pull ladder. So you need to go to part 1 description, and you'll be able to get this one. So it will be the pull ladder right here. You need to download that. And then what else we need? We need this spotlight face base. This one is, it's either the square or the circle. So download both of this, and then we're gonna choose later on if you want a circle or a square base. And then after that, once you download everything, you will have something that looks like this. I'm going to add in the ladder, and then you add it first, and then so once you add that, we could go right here to ground floor, and then we could click the space bar and then change it. And then right now we have that one placed properly, and as you can see, it's connected properly there as well. And then if you want, we're gonna do this in the next video, is adding all the lighting. So what we can do is we could just drag and drop. I'm gonna use a square base, so I'm going to use this and then just add it to this face for now, and then later on we're gonna multiply this one. So now we're just gonna stop here for now and continue in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.